And don't get me wrong, I consider Republicans patriots who love this country just as much we do.
Tell us about your plan for nuclear war with Russia.
I'm sorry. Who's that back there? What the heck are you talking about?
However, we are now deeply concerned by reports of military movements taken by the Russian Federation inside of Ukraine. It would be a clear violation of Russia's commitment to respect the independence and sovereignty and borders of Ukraine and of international laws. It would invite the condemnation of nations around the world. And indeed, the United States will stand with the international community in affirming that there will be costs for any military intervention in Ukraine.
I don't know anything about that plan. I don't know what you've been reading.
Just under a month ago, on February 3rd, Lyndon LaRouche declared that we are in a countdown towards a war with Russia, warning that the only way to avoid what is intended to become a thermonuclear war was to remove Obama from office by March 1st.
What I've been saying since January 1st is that we're now in a countdown toward a thermonuclear war. Now, my time scale was saying, well, by the 1st of March, we are already at that time, if not earlier, we are on the verge of actual thermonuclear mutual extermination.
LaRouche PAC launched an intensive nationwide campaign to recruit a handful of courageous members of Congress to introduce a bill of impeachment before March 1st. Many members, while concerned about the situation in Ukraine, didn't want to believe that we are that close to a world war. But on Friday evening, in a surprise press briefing at the White House, Obama personally confirmed LaRouche's warning. Then, less than an hour after threatening Russia with costs for any military intervention in Ukraine, Obama, when confronted by a member of the audience at the DNC winter meeting, lied, denying that he knew anything about such a plan. Continuing to make a fool of himself, and in a statement that would make Joseph Goebbels blush, Obama attacked Russia for attempting to violate Ukraine's sovereignty, when his own State Department was just caught red-handed running a Nazi coup in Ukraine.
The United States has been responding to events as they unfold in Ukraine. Now, throughout this crisis, we have been very clear about one fundamental principle. The Ukrainian people deserve the opportunity to determine their own future. Human beings have a universal right to determine their own future. It would represent a profound interference in matters that must be determined by the Ukrainian people.
What do you think?
I think we're in play. The Klitschko piece is obviously the complicated electron here.
I don't think Klitsch should go into the government. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's a good idea. Klitsch going in, he's going to be at that level working for Yatsenyuk. It's just not going to work. I think Yats is the guy who's got the economic experience, the governing experience.
We have been very clear about one fundamental principle. The Ukrainian people deserve the opportunity to determine their own future.
So for those of you who thought that it would never get to this point, we're here. And Obama has just validated everything LaRouche has been warning about.
So Obama has now totally discredited himself. And what he's also done, he's done the one thing that the idiots in the United States refused to consider. They had always said, you're wrong. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do that. He said before, what are you talking about? There's going to be a war. Who says I'm going to make a war? In other words, the man is a liar. But this is the nature of reality. And reality has suddenly struck all the sentient members of the U.S. population in terms of less than 1 hour interval. This. And sometimes if you press the issues hard, you induce the enemy to make a great mistake. And Obama is now, as of tonight, clearly known by an increasing number of American citizens that he is the enemy of the people of the United States, and therefore must be ushered from office immediately.